Hey guys, today I'm going to take you on a quick little tour of my bedroom and show you all of the smart home tech that I'm currently using as a part of my HomeKit setup. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's go! Yo, what's up guys? Thanks so much for joining me. My name is Shane, if you're new here, and this channel is all about building an easy smart home using Apple's HomeKit, and we publish new videos every Sunday right here. So, like I said, today we are in my bedroom. I'm gonna give you a quick little tour of my bedroom, and I wanted to show you all the things, and I'm gonna go ahead and start over here. So this is the entry to my bedroom. Right next to that, we have my light switches. I call this my Lutron trifecta. So this just got complete here, but we have a fan controller, a light controller, and a controller for my shades with using a little Pico remote. So I'll get to the shades in a second over here and I'll show you that. But in addition to having, your smart home stuff being controlled through automations and your, voice assistants, it's great to have physical controls for certain things. These physical controls are great for family members and just to have another way to control, your smart home stuff. Now, moving along over here, so real quick, we've got kind of my bed over here. This is my side with my dresser over here. Over here we have my wife's side, and this is her dresser. So over here on my wife's dresser, the one thing I have smart over here is the Vocolinc Mistflow humidifier. So I used to have the flower bud in here. I replaced it with this one because this has the larger water tank, which I like. I don't have to refill it as much. But this does a great job at humidifying the room and keeping those humidity levels kind of where you want. I honestly don't use the humidifier part too much during the summer months just because it's really humid in South Carolina anyways. But during the winter months when we have that drier air, I definitely like using that. And it also has this little mood light, which can go on and off, change colors, and I do use this part all year long, so even when I'm not using the humidifier, I'll use that little mood light. And sometimes I will add some, essential oils in here, and I'll use it just for an oil diffuser and not necessarily to humidify the room. I'll do that from time to time just to kind of freshen up the place a little bit. Now, moving on over here, again, my wife's side. Back here we have a nanoleaf bulb inside this lamp, so let me shut that shade right there. Using HomeKit here to control my shades. So now you can see that lamp a little bit better. These nanoleaf bulbs have great whites. They're very bright. The whites and warm whites. The colors aren't quite as bright, so you can see that's full brightness there on these colors. So brightness levels not quite as good on the colors, but the whites and adaptive lighting is really good for those nanoleaf bulbs. Turn that down a little bit. And that kind of does lead us to the shades here, which you just saw me control. These shades are the newest addition and probably one of my favorite things that I've installed in my smart home. So these are the Serena shades by Lutron, and these things are just so nice. Siri, open the shades. They're so smooth, they're so quiet, and they look very, very nice. I just absolutely love them. Again, we've got the Pico remote over there by the wall switches that you can control them also up and down from right there. You can use Siri, you can use them in automations. My wife tends to sleep a little bit later than I do in the morning, so I don't have these set up with my morning automations. I'd love to be able to do that where you can, at a certain time of day, or maybe when you snooze your alarm, you can have the shades open up. That would be awesome. I don't want to piss off my wife, so I'm not doing that, but you can do some really great things with automated shades like this. Now, if we actually come a little bit closer over here, there's some hidden smart tech that you can't even see from right here. I have a smart button placed strategically over here on my wife's bedside table as well as on my bedside table. So let's get in here real close and see if you can see that. So there you go. You see that little button right there? So I have one of those little FLIC buttons on either side of the bed that can control different things like turning on and off the alarm system, turning off the light. So you're starting to see kind of that common trend there, having the physical controls in addition to your automations and your smart voice assistants. Those physical controls, especially when you're living with family and stuff like that or other people, can be really beneficial. So you might not want to holler at Siri or grab your phone late at night. we can just reach over, tap the button once or twice, turn on the alarm, shut off all the lights, cool things like that. Now I did do a full review on those FLIC buttons as well as a lot of the other products here that we're talking about. So I'll put links to all the videos down in the description if you want to check out the individual product reviews on any of these. All right, now moving on back behind the bed, you can see right there that little glow. I actually have I believe that's an old Vocolinc light strip that I had back there. So I love having that additional little glow really at any time during the day, but also at night. You know, having these little accent lights are really nice and can really set the mood. Some of the different, you know, color combinations and scenes and things like that you can set up and can really just change the whole aesthetics and mood of a room just by changing the colors a little bit. And so moving on over to my side of the bed here. Again, you can see the little FLIC button down there hidden that I have programmed to do certain things. And of course, we have our HomePod Mini. You know, with that HomePod Mini in here, I can do things like, hey Siri, turn the fan on. Fan is on. Hey Siri, turn the fan lights off. Boom. Again, all those are from the Lutron switches over there. Of course, we have, hey Siri, close the shades. So not only do you have music, you can kind of have whole home audio if you want with these little HomePod Minis throughout the house. I'm thinking about getting another one of these for in here and using two of them as a stereo pair for my TV. So that might be coming down the road. That might be the next addition to my smart bedroom. But in addition to music and podcasts and things like that, just having that easy way to fire off Siri commands to control your smart home accessories is fantastic in each room, including the bedroom. Kind of want to upgrade this, but I'll set my phone there to charge on night, put my watch right there, my AirPod Pros. So one of my favorite automations is an automation that triggers when I snooze my alarm on my iPhone in the morning. So my alarm is what wakes me up. You know, I reach over, I press snooze on the iPhone, and it actually triggers an automation that turns on some of my lights in the living room and my kitchen areas. That way, because it's usually dark still when I get up, that way I can come out of my bedroom, my lights are on how I want them, not too bright, but just perfect to help me wake up, as well as my coffee pot that gets triggered. I have a switch bot over there that kind of starts my coffee pot, you know, getting warm so everything's ready to go for me as I leave my bedroom, but still leaves everything off in here so that I don't wake up my wife. This is the Xiaomi Bedside Lamp 2, I believe it's called. And yeah, just a cool little lamp for the bedside table here. Of course, we have my Apple remote, and I am using the older Apple TV, even the older remote here in the bedroom. These candles right here, this is like the only thing that's not smart, in case you're wondering. These are just some little battery operated candles we got from Amazon or something. They turn on and off every 6 hours or 12 hours or something like that. So nothing too special about those. Photo of my beautiful wife here on our wedding day. Award-winning artwork from my daughter right here. This is an Ecobee room sensor. So that room sensor right there kind of syncs up with my Ecobee thermostat. What I really love about these is that you can configure your thermostat to kind of adjust the temperature based on certain rooms or maybe what rooms you're occupying. So for example, at night, it'll adjust the temperature of that thermostat based on my room sensors instead of the, you know, temperature out there with those high ceilings. Down here is an old guitar I probably haven't played in 6 years. Again, it's the older Apple TV 4K here in my bedroom. I actually have a really inexpensive but effective little mount that I mount the Apple TV behind the TV, which works great since it uses Bluetooth for the remote. You don't need line of sight or anything. So I've got all the cords and everything hidden back behind there. I have, again, I believe it's an older Vocolinc light strip behind the TV. I've got a lot of the Vocolinc light strips in the house because, you know, they were really one of the first affordable light strips for HomeKit. Nowadays, there's some more options, fortunately. Underneath my TV, I actually have the Vocolinc PureFlow air purifier. So I have it off right now just because I'm recording. I didn't want any extra noise in the room. But typically, this thing stays on 24/7. I keep it on auto mode, which is nice. So if we're cooking or the air gets bad for whatever reason, it'll kind of kick into a higher gear automatically. And then I have automation set so at night it will kick into what's called night mode, and it'll shut off all the lights. Here, let me turn it on real quick. So that's what it looks like when it's running, but at night it'll kick into night mode, which will turn the fan way down so you can hardly hear it. And it also turns all the lights off so you don't have those lights kind of distracting you at night. Go ahead and turn that off again. All right, now since I'm showing you guys my HomeKit bedroom setup, let me take a quick second to tell you about today's sponsor, Eve, who makes some amazing products built exclusively for HomeKit. Eve is also one of the leading brands right now on Thread, which is the standard that not only makes your smart home more responsive and robust, but is one of the pillars of the smart home of the future, Matter. I love Eve products because they guarantee 100% privacy, no bridges, no cloud, and no tracking. I've got many Eve products personally in my own home, including the weather station on the front porch. I've got an Eve camera in my living room. I've got the Eve water guard protecting my sink and dishwasher area. Door sensors. I've got Eve products pretty much throughout my house. And I really love their stance on privacy and all the great things they're doing around Thread and the future of the smart home. Check out the link in the description for more on Eve and Thread. And big thanks to Eve for sponsoring this video and supporting this channel. As you can see, there's a lot going on in here, and one of my favorite things about using HomeKit is that I can control everything right from the Home app. So all these products, even though they're made by different brands and manufacturers, everything shows up right here inside my Home apps. This is my bedroom, and you can see I've got everything. My fan, I can turn that on and off right here. I can adjust the speed. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off so you don't hear it. But my humidifier, this is that mood light with the humidifier. My PureFlow, let's see if I bring this around. You can see it comes on, so I can you can do so many things all right here from the app. I can control my shades, my light strips, all this stuff, and even better is I have these scenes set up. I've got one called Bedroom Cool that turns everything like a really cool white look. I've got one called Bedroom Warm, which is the more warm tones. This is good for night. Go into bed scene that locks doors and turns on lights. Of course, we've got a sexy time scene. That's it for today's bedroom tour. I hope you guys enjoyed this slightly different video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button down below. That really does help out the channel. And drop a comment down below and let me know maybe what part of the house you'd like to see next. Be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss out on those new HomeKit videos every Sunday right here. And if my content has been helpful to you and you want to support this channel even further, consider becoming a channel member for about $5 a month. You can get some cool perks like early access to new videos, behind the scenes, access to our members only Discord community. Big shout out to all of our current members. Thank you guys all for your support, and thank you all for watching today and allowing me to be a part of your smart home journey. Until next time, we'll see y'all later.